Today's journey starts in Naples, Italy, where I'm squeezing in one last bite of Neapolitan flavor before takeoff. From there, it wheels up to Istanbul for a quick layover in one of the world's most dazzling airports. And yes, a proper Turkish coffee is a must. Then it's time for the long haul, crossing continents back to Atlanta. Along the way, I'm sharing every bite, every sip, and every little food surprise that happens at 30,000 feet. What's up, guys? Today, we're doing a long haul flight from Istanbul to Atlanta. But first, we gotta get out of Naples. We just checked in and doing a little bit of perusing through the food section, get one last look at the Neapolitan delicacies before we head out. We've been here in Naples for a month and I'm just taking in the last bit that I can of the food here. Like, for example, yellow tomatoes, crushed yellow tomatoes. You never see this in the stores in the US. I'm so excited because I actually have something similar to this that I'm bringing back with me that I bought while we were in Naples. So your girl's got seasonings on seasonings. Oh, look, espresso, but here from the Mexico Cafe, the Pasalacqua coffee from the Mexico cafes. Might actually have to get that. Love that coffee shop in Naples. Arrabbiata, that one looks good. Oh, the wines. Oh, the Falangina. Love this wine. This, I think, has been our favorite wine we've had here. We discovered it while in Naples. I've never seen it in the States, but I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for it now. Our favorite red this month has been the Aglianico, also from the Vesuvius region. We're gonna tell our wine shop in our neighborhood that we're gonna just ask for the wine and be like, "Do you guys have this?" And they're just kind of like a little hint, like, you know, if you guys want to order it, you can. We'll buy it. And they're usually good about that. That's why I say it. Oh, this is the limoncello section. I am definitely limoncelloed out, but look how beautiful the bottles are. I love the packaging. I would take a limoncello spritz right now, though. That was my cocktail of choice. Don't miss out on the cremas here. The meloncello, the limoncello crema, super, super good. I enjoy them more than straight limoncello. We got Aperol over here. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this bottle of gin that I just saw. Check this out. Italian organic gin, but it looks like petrol. Burn your chest, that's for sure. Oh, the taralli. If you guys miss out on taking home some taralli, they'll have it for you at the airport. Napolitan taralli. This is a staple of the Napolitan table. I think we're gonna take one of these Mexico coffees because we actually bought a mocha pot and we could use some espresso at home. Mexico cafe. I just don't want to buy a decaf by mistake. Oh, okay, here it actually tells you what it's best for. This is for the cucumela. Oh, yeah. Okay, cucumela, and then I guess maybe that's a mocha pot extraction. Here we go, mocha. That's the one we want. Okay, so we can't bring this into the US, but I'm contemplating getting some for the long haul flight for snacking. Actually, they probably make sandwiches that we can buy them already made with some mozzarella in them. I'll wait for that. Okay, so I got an olive oil for my mom. We're gonna go ahead and take a Falangina wine and Cafe Mexico coffee. Ooh, taralini! All right, let's get a taralini. These, I love these two. Mini versions, a little variation of the taralli, the big ones. Wow, they have bufala with ricotta in the center, kind of like a burrata, but not the same. For $3.50 for this whole container. Wow, look at those pizzas. Panino Napoletano, love these. It's bread filled with salami, in this case also friarelli. This is the traditional one over here, a mix of salami and prosciuttos. Oh my God, look at the mortadella over here. I might get this one. Per favore, un ispirato y un panino crudo. oh, they're gonna heat them up for us. They don't even ask. Okay. I'm gonna save it till like midway through probably the long haul flight because they're gonna feed us on the short haul from Naples to Istanbul. So I'm gonna just save it for when I really need it. Y un panino napoletano con friarelli. And she's pulling out 30 pizzas at a time. Pizzetta is what they're called, the small ones. These guys right here. Look at the care they take, even to put a nice fresh sprig of basil on there. So I got a panini napoletano, but this one I'm taking home. Grazie. Okay, can't leave the airport. We're so close to officially leaving Italy, getting a caffè naturale and espresso before we head to our gate. Due caffè naturale, per favore. Due caffè naturale. I'm gonna miss this so much.
Okay, naturale.
Grazie. Oh, the color. Always have to remember you have to stir the espresso to blend that foam on top with the coffee on the bottom. And if you don't, the barista will tell you, stir, 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 stir. I actually just remembered I haven't had coffee today, and I woke up 15 minutes before my alarm went off at 4:45 this morning, so. This is much needed. Wow, that's good. Man. Even in the airport, the coffee's good. Alrighty, let's go find our gate. This is gonna be a fun trip on the MARTA when we get back to Atlanta. There she is, Turkish Airlines flight 1454, ready to carry me off to Istanbul on this sleek Airbus A321. Always love a good walk across the tarmac. Makes it feel a little more cinematic, doesn't it? We'll be seated in row 21, seats A and B. So we were one of the last to board the plane, and as we were headed towards our row, we saw an empty one, and we asked the flight attendant if it was okay for us to sit here. They gave us permission, so we are actually in row 11 instead of row 21, so that worked out nicely. We're on the move, pulling back, taxiing out, and saying a very smooth ciao for now to Naples. I'm so glad the weather's nice today, so we'll get a really good look, one last good look at Naples as we depart for Istanbul. As we lift off, Naples stretches out below, those sun-soaked rooftops, the curve of the coastline, and of course, Mount Vesuvius standing proud in the distance. Not a bad view for a goodbye. This is an older plane. You can see the screens are almost retro compared to how the screens are now. Look at this, kind of looks like a remote. And I tried to take it out earlier, but it's in there pretty good. Oh no, wait, there we go. Let's see. Nah, I'm not gonna bother with it. Let's see. So. Actually, it's almost as difficult to see the screen in person as it is on camera. The in-flight entertainment system interface, as far as like the remote and the TV screen, looks pretty outdated, but the seats themselves are in pretty good shape and they're wide, they're comfortable, have a nice headrest, almost similar to like the seats in a Dreamliner, where you have a good headrest and plenty of elbow room. The seatbelt sign has been turned off and we have an hour and 36 minutes till we reach Istanbul. And just on the other side of that Adriatic Sea we're looking at right now is one of the most beautiful and underrated countries, Croatia, Split being almost exactly across from us right now. Okay, I just saw a cart go by. I think the beverage and meal service is starting because I smell food. I only saw the beverage, but I smell food. So hopefully it's both because I'm really thirsty and I'm starving. I'm fighting everything in me not to dig into the sandwiches we got at the airport. Let me remind you guys, this is a 1 hour and 50-minute flight. In America, you will get a biscuit and a beverage. They're serving us a full lunch with what looks like an appetizer, a side, bread roll. This is a little container of water that you get, so that's actually pretty convenient. All right, so for today's lunch, it looks like we have a Turkish omelet with some tomatoes and cheese, a crumbly cheese. Then this is looks like a beet yogurt of some sort, and a Mediterranean little salad, tomato, cucumber, cheese, and olive, a roll of bread, some butter, and strawberry jam. I always appreciate the wet napkin. All right, let's taste this omelet. It's got potato, egg. It's quite fluffy, almost like a bit of a souffle texture. That's good. Fluffy, it's warm. It's got diced potato, maybe some green peppers or onion, like scallion. Very nice. It's definitely like a whipped egg omelet. Some tomato. The warm tomato's not that good, but the omelet is good. I want to taste this yogurt sauce. I want to make sure I'm not missing out on it before I finish my omelet. Oh, that's actually dessert. It's a red berry yogurt. It's just a little bit sweet. Okay, I'll save that till the end. Let's get a bite of the salad. A little bit of cucumber, white cheese, fresh crispy cucumber. The cheese is like a feta. I'm not sure if in Turkey they call it something else, so I'm not going to call it feta because we're not in Greece, but I'm sure Turkey has its own name for it, but it's very similar to that. And then you get another slice of cheese, more of a mozzarella, cheddar style. For this lunch service, they don't give you an option to choose. They just have one dish. This hits the spot. A nice protein lunch. Didn't have any breakfast this morning. I was starving. And we've officially entered Greece. My olive fell into the yogurt dessert. A nice little yogurt. The yogurt is actually not sweet at all, so the fact that the olive fell in it doesn't really matter. All right, just as I'm finishing lunch, we have 1 hour remaining in our flight time. So I am going to throw on some headphones and just enjoy the rest of the flight. I'll see you guys in Istanbul. It's noon, so we got a couple hours till our next flight to Atlanta. Our flight boards at 1:45. We actually depart at 2:35, so we're more than gravy. I think we'll have enough time for a Turkish coffee. Bye, thank you. Okay, just arrived into Istanbul Airport. This airport's huge, super high ceilings. It's really pretty. Welcome to Istanbul. This airport is massive, modern, and honestly, kind of stealing the show already. Oh, this airport has a central terminal before it goes. I love airports like this because you can enjoy all the restaurants and see everything that there is to offer, and then you kind of split off into your gate section. Copenhagen Airport is built like this too. Look at the nuts and dried fruit, you guys. I like how the market is laid out like a bazaar. Oh yeah, they've got baklava, all sorts of candies and chocolates, jewelry. They even have a Salt Bay restaurant here. The Salt Bay. I don't see it right now, but I saw it last time we were here. If I spot it, I'll show it to you guys. So you got all kinds of restaurants along the border, even McDonald's. You have like American restaurants up there. You have Popeyes, Carl's Jr., Subway, Barrows, McDonald's, and then down here you have a little Anatolia corner, sushi, a Max Brenner chocolate bar and restaurant, sports pub, ice cream. Here you have a cafe. This is Mood Up Cafe, Levi's. Oh, the Turkish bagel. This is like it's really laid out like an indoor mall with the food court in the center. Wow, you have a huge burger bar situation over there. It looks kind of like a tiki theme. Burger Jack Flavor Fun. And Jackie's Bar. A1A. Where's A1A though? All right, our gate is one more level down. So I think we have enough time to head back up to that main food court mezzanine area to get some coffee before we start boarding. Okay, cool. We have 45 minutes until the plane starts boarding. Look at this lane down the center of the main corridor in the airport. This airport is so beautiful. I love the open slotted ceilings and the natural light. There are a lot of American food chains here. There's even a Shake Shack, a Carl's Jr. Most of us in America don't even have that in our city. I mean, beautiful stores. Look at this. They have mastered ambient lighting. This food hall shopping strip feels like it goes on forever. Here is the coffee place we came to on the way in from Atlanta. They do Turkish coffee in the sand, the traditional method. They've also got bakery items, wraps, sandwiches. Here's the Salt Bay restaurant straight ahead over there. Hashtag Salt Bay, and there's a huge billboard picture of him. little bit of sugar, yeah. Yeah, we love Turkish coffee. We're going back to Atlanta today, so we want to get some before we... One of my favorite parts of a layover in Istanbul, Turkish coffee made the traditional way, slowly heated in the hot sand. The barista gently shifts the cezve, I hope I said that right, that little copper pot, until the coffee starts to bubble. Oh, we've got a nice bubbling. I think we're almost ready. No machines, no rush, just rich, bold flavor brewed by hand. So it is scorching hot. Oh, yeah. I don't normally get it sweetened, but she offered to lightly sweeten it. This is really nice. Tastes delicious, thank you. Very tasty. Beautiful chocolatey flavor, nice aroma, and just a hint of sweetness. Stepping out onto the tarmac in Istanbul, ready to board the Dreamliner, Turkish Airlines Boeing 7879, taking us all the way home to Atlanta. All right, we've boarded our flight from Istanbul to Atlanta. We're in row 17, seats C and A, and I actually booked our seats, one in the window and one in the aisle, and it looks like we are gonna have the row to ourselves. Nobody has been seated in the middle seat, so that's great news. This is a Dreamliner 787, and I'm excited because it's a daytime flight. I really enjoy the daytime flights because I can stay awake. I don't feel like I have to go to sleep. Once again, on this flight, the seats are nice and wide. They're comfortable. I feel like the seats in the last aircraft though were a little bit, had more cushion, but these are still comfortable. The TV screens are new here. They're like 13-inch screens. They're like a laptop screen. Here's our flight path going from Istanbul to Atlanta. Today's 11-hour and 7-minute flight will cross Europe, heading over the Atlantic, over Newfoundland, into the US over New Hampshire, and south into Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta Airport. They've provided us with a set of headphones, a blanket, and a pillow. On the way in, it was a nighttime flight, so they provided us with an amenity kit too. Had an eye mask, slippers, socks, toothbrush. So that was really nice. I see that I guess they don't really need to provide it for a daytime flight. Pretty cool. We'll see how good they work. As you can imagine, the headphones are not any better than the regular ones. They've always given you the in-ear buds. So I think I'm going to stick to my own headphones. I guess they're a little bit more comfortable in the sense that they sit on your ear. So maybe for long periods of time, they're more comfortable, but my right ear doesn't work, and it's, you know, how an airport headphone sounds like. It's very tinny, and you can still hear everything going on in the plane. Now we're in business. We're just about ready for takeoff as the safety information is being shown on the screen. I like this one because they look like Pixar cartoons. So I think they did a good job in making like an animated version of the safety and information. It's a little bit more entertaining. Ready for takeoff. Alright, it's just after takeoff and the flight attendants came around with the menus for lunch. I love how they give you paper menus with a description of what you'll have as an appetizer, side dish, main, and your snack before landing, as well as beverage choices in the back. A nice touch. And then, remember how I told you guys that there was no amenity kit? Well, turns out there is, and they handed that out too. A really nice, schnazzy Lacoste brand amenity kit. So let's open it up and see what's in here. Ooh, okay. We have a toothbrush, red socks, an eye mask, or a sleeping eye mask, earplugs, toothpaste, and slippers. I'm gonna be putting these on in just a moment. And not to mention, it's a nice bag. It's like a rubber material. So it's definitely reusable. You can save this and use it as a toiletry bag. The slippers are pretty much like a piece of foam with the fabric on top, but it gets the job done. I appreciate it. I get to take off my shoes without having to have my feet directly on the floor. The in-flight entertainment on Turkish Airlines is solid. These screens are very responsive. There's a pretty impressive selection of content to watch, live TV and new release movies. I'll be watching the Timothée Chalamet Bob Dylan flick later. Oh, I do appreciate the outside cameras, and check out the downward looking one. So cool. Let's check out what the bathroom's like. Alright, something I really like about the bathroom in the Turkish Airlines, even in economy, is that they provide soap and perfume as well as hand lotion. So I spoke a little too soon on the toiletries in the bathroom. There was no soap in the dispenser, so I just had to do a quick hand rinse. But I have antibacterial hand wipes here at our chair, so it's all good. White wine.
Do you have Turkish wine or French wine?
I'll try the Turkish. Yeah. Okay, so it's 1 hour and 10 minutes into our flight, and they've just served lunch. I asked for the chicken burger. It was chicken burger or a penne pasta. Smells really good. Before I get into the food, though, they serve Turkish wine. You have an option of French or Turkish wine. I asked for their white Turkish wine. Ooh, nice. It has a little bit of sweetness, not too dry. A little bit of a nice lemony, fruity zestiness to it. All right, so here we have a carrot salad, zucchini marinated in olive oil, the chicken burger with sauteed vegetables, and a potato quiche. The chicken burger is actually bunless, which I don't mind at all. So it's more like a chicken patty. And then for dessert, we have vanilla bean panna cotta. Let's go ahead and try the carrot salad. It's carrot, yogurt, and cucumber. Super simple, fresh. The cucumber's crunchy, and so is the carrot. And then the Turkish yogurt is nice and thick, unsweetened. Very simple starter dish. Let's try the marinated zucchini. It tastes better than it looks. Nice and savory. It's got some tomato in there. You definitely taste the olive oil. Just the right amount of salt. The zucchini is like a braised zucchini and then marinated. All right, I'm ready to have the chicken burger before it gets any colder. Okay, the chicken burger looks like it's got red pepper in it, minced red pepper. It smells nice. Lots of herbs and spices. Lovely red pepper flavor. Good amount of spices. It's not bland. It's just on the border of dry. So I actually think I'm gonna add the olive oil and lemon sauce because that sounds really good. But let's try the potato quiche. Oh, this is like what we had for breakfast this morning. The egg and potato. That's really good. So I called it an omelet earlier this morning. My mindset was in breakfast, and I guess quiche didn't come to mind, but yeah, it's a quiche. Very tasty. Let's get a bite of the vegetables. I have an olive here. Yum. Oh, the olives are so good. All right, I just added some of that lemon olive oil dressing. Oh yeah, much better. I gotta tell you, the meals that we've been having on the Turkish flights to and from have been a lot more vegetable heavy, a nice thick Turkish yogurt, so high in protein. I really like this chicken burger, even though it's not actually a burger, it's a chicken patty, but I get what they're trying to say. And then the quiche is delicious. Also, like I said, the zucchini tastes better than it looks. Okay, time for dessert. Vanilla bean panna cotta. Delicious. That shouldn't even be called a panna cotta. It should be called a mousse. It's fluffy, light, airy. Panna cottas are typically a little bit more dense. That's delicious. You can taste the little tiny vanilla beans in your teeth. It's got a lovely vanilla flavor. I'm full, you guys. This is meal number 2 on economy flight from Naples to Istanbul, Istanbul to Atlanta. So we had breakfast this morning on our flight from Naples to Istanbul, and now we're having lunch within the first hour of our transatlantic flight from Istanbul to Atlanta. And then before landing, we'll be served a mung bean salad. I really appreciate the menu because we know exactly what we're gonna get. Oh, wow. Okay. You guys, before landing, I thought we were only gonna get a mung bean salad. We're actually gonna be served a mung bean salad with homemade ricotta ravioli and apricot cake. That's pretty Italian to me. Okay, I see the hype about The Godfather now. We are just 2 hours out of Atlanta right now, and they're about to start the second meal service. Oh man, it's been a long flight. I've had a couple naps. I napped for like 30 minutes and then another 30, 45 minutes at some other point. Yeah, it's been a long flight. We've already been in the air for 9 hours, and yeah, I'm ready to land. It's broad daylight outside too. It's just they have the windows tinted all the way right now, so it looks like it's nighttime in here. Alrighty, so here's our second meal service. We have a mung bean salad, ricotta ravioli, and apricot cake for dessert. Alrighty, let's give a quick taste to the mung bean salad. Super vegetal. The mung beans almost kind of taste like a cross between a lentil and fresh peas. It's good. Yeah. It's got something else crunchy in there. I can't really tell, but I like it. It's got some parsley, red pepper, and I think I just bit into a walnut. Yummy. The ravioli looks like it has a white cream sauce. I don't normally go for the pasta dishes in in-flight meal services, but it's good. It's filled with ricotta, super cheesy. The white bechamel sauce tastes really nice. The peas are fresh, not bad at all. Definitely enjoy this. I only wish they would put the sauce on top of the ravioli instead of on the bottom in the plate. It would make it a little easier to get the sauce on the pasta. So far on this flight, I've seen the Timothée Chalamet Bob Dylan movie, and now I'm almost done with part 1 of The Godfather. Both have been good, and The Godfather's one I've always not really been interested in watching, but I said I've got 6 hours to kill, so let's go ahead and throw it on. It's pretty good. I think I'll end up watching the second one. And I normally have Bluetooth headphones that I use a headphone converter, but it stopped working, so I've been using the... Oh, let's try the apricot cake. It looks like a pound cake with apricot chunks on top. Yum. That's yellow birthday cake with the apricots. I like that. The apricots are nice and tangy. Good level of sweetness on the cake. It's not very sweet, but still feels like a dessert. Okay, so we're on the last stretch. An hour and 51 minutes till we land. The captain has just turned on the seatbelt light and announced that we are descending. We should be touching down at Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson Airport in the next 20 minutes. The window dimmers have finally come off and it's a gorgeous day outside. I have to say I had so much fun in Italy the last month, but home is home, so I am happy to be back home.